Well, speaking of John Mayer and his long torso, have you gotten a text from him today?
Not yet, no.
I got this text.
Oh, whoa.
You want to see what it is?
Yeah,
it's
tilt that to the side,
a sunrise over the ocean. Isn't that beautiful?
I don't have my phone on me, but if I don't have that same text, my feelings are going to be hurt.
Really?
Yeah. Although I wouldn't expect if a guy
but
sends
he knows
another
that
guy.
you don't like text messages from another guy, so.
That's what I mean, especially a sunrise.
Yeah. So he may not, but.
No, I don't want a sunrise picture from John Mayer. I'll be honest with you.
All right, fine. All right, turning now to Talkback and a call about tiny furniture.
I'm calling about the later half of the morning show with John and Mindy sitting at that table that is so small it looks like a school desk. Can you please put in the budget to get them a desk 3 or 4 more feet wider so they can sit there more comfortably and look more presentable on your show?
No, you see, sir, once again, we have desks like that to save money so our corporate executives can go out on their tens of $1,000 private jets and expensive meals and tour the nation.
Now,
and
this is
waste money.
Joe's answer. This answer does not pertain to us, just so you know. That's what Joe says.
They spend hundreds of thousands and then they say, here's $100 for a new desk. Go on Amazon and find something.
And find something, yeah. Or Wayfair. I forget which one we got it
We
from.
got the call from the private jet. Yeah, here's $100. Try to spend only about 80 of it. So that's
Get a
what we
new
did.
table.
Yeah.
We can't even get good flavored coffee creamer, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, there is some coffee creamer, but it gets, yeah.
We're just
anyway,
little corporate cogs.
in the wheel. So other callers, Fancy Joe's fill-in.
I'm calling about the later half of the morning show with John and Mindy sitting at that table that is so small it looks like a school desk. Can you please put in the budget?
Anthony Bordenaro, you're doing a fantastic job at filling in for Joe Schneider while he's down there with his mother-in-law in Florida looking for his home for retirement. You keep it up, buddy.
I'm not looking for a home for retirement, though.
Well, I mean, you've already got your mother-in-law's house. Like,
That's
why
right.
would you need
just
Why
to
stay
would
there?
I buy a home
just stay
when
with
I have my
her.
mother-in-law
Yeah.
for free?
Yeah, she would love that if you would just moved in.
I went down for the Artemis 2 launch. First time since the 70s that human beings were propelled towards the moon, and then they postponed it.
So rude.
Yeah.
It's
my
rude of them to, yes.
To postpone it. They should know that you're coming just for that.
But it's going to take place in April.
Okay.
But I'm not going to go back down there
You're
in
not
April.
gonna go
so,
back?
Yeah, there was a helium leak
Oh.
in one of the.
Well, I guess
rockets.
safety does
Safety
trump
first. Yeah.
Trump your trip. That's true. All right. Well, thank you so much for streaming along with us on the Plus. Did you know that my daughter just got back from Ireland?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Yes, you didn't
Back
know
up.
that?
So which one is this now?
This is Ava, the older one.
Okay,
She was
and
on
she-
spring break
And
for
she- you know,
college. Yeah. I know, right?
When I was in
Amazing.
college, I was stuck in Lackawanna County. How do they do it these
I don't
days?
know how they do it.
I don't either.
I don't get it.
Spoiled
I know.
teens and 20-somethings.
I know.
Did
I mean,
she love it?
She paid for it herself. Yeah. So she had a good time.
So my wife and daughter went to Ireland about
That's
4
right.
years ago, too.
I remember that. You didn't go with them.
No, I'm not a traveler. I always say, go, have
Just
fun.
go
have
without
fun.
me. Have a good time.
I'll miss you.
I love being a bachelor at home, but only for like 3-4 days, then it gets old.
Then it gets old,
So,
yeah.
But no, I'm not a traveler. She have a great time, or tell the truth?
Yeah, well, I haven't talked to her in a couple days. She was also in Spain for a few days. So I talked to her when she was in Barcelona, but I haven't talked to her since she went to Ireland. So
I don't want to throw my wife under the bus, but she did say she's not an Ireland type person. That's not her thing.
she prefers more of like a beach,
She's
hot, warm
beachy,
weather.
hot, warm,
Yeah.
sunny. Yeah,
Yeah,
in
Ireland's
Ireland
not
it's
like
more.
that.
No, and she knew that, but she said it was great to be there, but it's not her kind of thing.
Yeah, it's cloudy, it's rainy.
Yeah, it's all that. So if you want the pub, she's not a pub person either.
Yeah.
Or chicken and chips. Let me show you this. Who is Jet?
Oh, Jet's part Irish.
Mindy, is that bullying?
No, he loves it. You can tell. He loves it.
Aren't Jack Russell Terriers I know they're
I don't know.
somewhere in.
Aren't they Scottish?
Is it Scottish?
I don't know. I have no
It's-
idea.
I think it's, yeah.
We should look that up.
We're going to look that up. But yeah, so when you think about it, she's looking it up now, as a matter of fact. Mindy.
Yes, they're from England. So they were bred to actually track and flush out foxes from their dens without killing them. So,
Flush them out without killing them.
yes, that's what they were bred for. And it was a Reverend Jack Russell who first started breeding them that way.
I'll
Yes.
tell Jet later on.
So Jet knows he's a fox hunter. Yep.
In his roots.
In his roots.
Yep.
All right. Turning now to Talkback and a call about Joey baby.
Well, it didn't take Joe long in the morning to start the shenanigans again. He was on all but 4 seconds, and he started screaming, Mindy, 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 screaming at the top of his lungs. Well, it was fun. Now the carnival starts again.
Sir, if you're not having fun in life, why bother going through life?
That's
all
so
I'm
true.
gonna say, yeah. Did
I
I
like
say
that.
Mindy about
I
that?
don't even remember.
You always
Mindy, Mindy, Mindy!
Yeah. I don't think you were screaming at the top of your lungs, though. That's okay.
I could.
So some other callers have some nice things to say.
Hooray, Joe's back. Boy, oh boy, did we miss you. I'm a-telling you. Okay, I mean, Anthony's okay, but he's nothing like Joe. Good, you're back. Hooray, hooray. Have a good day.
I gotta be me. You can't please everybody. Whatever.
That's true.
Yep.
No.
They say that. Can't please everybody all the time. All right, now to complaints about the commercial music.
I hope you change that music, that godforsaken music when you go to commercial. I just can't stand it. And it gets real loud.
So we're working on a replacement to that. Carrie's gonna do an oboe solo. And that's gonna be the new background. Yeah.
Interesting.
yeah.
Oh,
We
well,
should-
that's an interesting
Yeah,
choice.
Carrie, how far along are you on that?
I mean, I'm like halfway through.
Okay, so
Yeah.
stay tuned, right?
I
Yeah,
didn't
of
know you
course.
played the oboe.
Yeah.
I play everything.
Wow.
I'd say oboe carry, but it doesn't really.
Doesn't really work, does
No,
it?
it
Yeah.
doesn't.
So that's gonna sound great when it's done.
Of
Yeah.
course it
Yeah,
is.
Definitely.
I mean, because it's
Yeah.
me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for streaming along with us on this Wednesday morning.
No color coordination now. Look at us. We're
No,
all
we
over the
didn't.
rock.
But you know what? We're red, white, and blue. Kind of.
Oh,
You're sort of
come
purple.
on.
But when I looked at the monitor, it looked red. So you're right.
Close enough.
Purple, white, and blue.
Close enough.
We
There you
nailed
go.
it yesterday. Check it out. So St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah. We all had the green, and then Jack had the socks on.
Now, why is he's all business? Look at
I know.
this guy, the hardest working man in show business.
He's in the morning meeting.
Yeah.
He's like talking about the stories for the day.
Right.
Yeah.
And he couldn't even give us any of his time. We're like,
No.
Jack, we just want a quick picture. And he said, and then his leg pops out. He says, okay, look, I have green socks on.
Yeah.
That's all he can
That's
contribute
all he gave
yesterday.
us.
So that was yesterday, St. Patrick's Day. We nailed it. We're going to have some, I guess, comments on the outfits we had on yesterday, right?
Oh, yes. But now we want to go to Talkback and talk about Joe's epic Irish outfit.
Epic.
I was just watching your morning AM show. First of all, happy St. Patrick's Day. And what I'm calling about is I loved Joe's outfit. It was amazing. It looked funny on him, but it was amazing. Thank you.
We have to change the name to Dan Totsky's outfit that I
Oh,
borrowed.
Yes.
It's one of my buddies, and he let me borrow it. He wore it to the parade last week.
Are you going to return it to him?
I washed it yesterday.
Really?
It's folded by my bed in a little bag.
Did you do that or did Dawn do that?
Oh, I wash all my
you
clothes.
did
Yeah,
that.
I'm the
Okay.
clothes washer at my house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love washing clothes.
So
I
were
love
you sitting
cleaning.
there like feeling the pants all day yesterday because they're that velour material?
I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna make a lot of people uncomfortable right now. I felt sexy.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm surprised you're returning the outfit.
I know.
You should keep it. Hold on to that
Just to feel
for
sexy.
date night. You
Wear it
know?
again.
Yeah, why not? Now we're turning to some comments about the green screen shenanigans.
I was having such a bad day yesterday and not so good morning this morning, but when I seen Joe and Mindy with that green screen at 6:30, I laughed so hard tears. Thank you so much. And I am so grateful that I recorded it. I'm watching it off and on all day long. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You own that. I mean, the way your arms were.
I was sort of enjoying that
Yeah,
whole
that was
thing.
good stuff.
That was
For
good
as
stuff.
cliche that green screen stuff is, that was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
funny. So you look good. She had green, I had green, and it disappeared.
It disappeared.
I just want that on a loop of Mindy.
Yeah, there's something about the arms moving around.
Yeah.
We should do that.
And there were no cafeteria lady arms there. Your arms look great.
Oh, well, thank you.
They do look great.
I've been working on my triceps.
It shows.
Yeah, doing the little tricep kickbacks. So great to have Nikki here filling in for John.
You got that right. And John,
any word from John?
Still nothing.
No text? No call?
Nothing. And if I reach out, then I feel like...
Then you feel weird?
Desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, give me something. So I'm just going to play it cool and not say anything.
You're just going to play it cool.
Yeah.
All right.
When does he get back?
I don't know exactly. But I mean, he's
we
back
shouldn't
to
even
work
be talking
on
about
Monday.
him now. He's dead to us.
Right, yeah, that's true. We don't care. He's having a good time.
If he'd answer us, we'd find out when he gets back.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But he won't answer. So.
Yeah, so he's in Florida with the wife and kids, in case you were wondering. And I'm trying to think now, remember, I'm a product of the 70s. And, you know, guys just, when my friends go on vacation, I don't text them like, how you doing? It's just not a guy thing. We don't do that.
Well, I think you should change that.
No, why don't you change and go more our way, less emotional? Why is it always the guy has
I mean, we all need socialization.
Yeah,
all
but
need...
let him go. Who cares?
All right.
I don't want to see his wedding album either, I'll be honest with you. Let me show you this. This is what I was doing yesterday. Look at the blue sky.
So beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Then a caravan of vehicles started showing up. I thought I was under arrest, and it was the Boat and Fish Commission.
Why do you automatically go to that?
I don't, because I think like, I must be doing something wrong. They're all coming to get me.
All right.
But they were just stalking Lackawanna State Park all over the place. So it was nice to meet all those guys doing good work, and that's a good sign of spring, don't you think? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why are you laughing at her sewing
know, you
plans?
I don't know, because
I like to sew.
Yeah,
I'm not laughing at that.
There's nothing wrong with
I'm not laughing at
that.
that.
Hey, we fixed your hat.
That's right.
true.
I wasn't laughing at that.
Yeah,
I was laughing
yeah.
at the way you answered her question.
Oh. Well,
And the way you say Dutchie. Dutchie is just funny.
Dutchie's cute.
I
yeah.
know.
Look, see the voice. I love it.
Oh.
Well, speaking of sewing, you have some fun video for us.
I do. So I took this video with, you know, he likes to go on my hand while I'm sewing. And he loves the motion of the needle going in and out of the fabric. And he just up and down, up and down. And
It's amazing he can bob his head that fast.
And he chirps along with it. I don't know if he thinks he's sewing or he just wants to be part of it. It was so funny.
It's really cute. Oh, little Cinnamon is so cute. Now, I always assumed Cinnamon was kind of a brown color, but he's more white.
He's like a light gray.
A light gray, okay.
Oh, hey! What are you doing?
You loved that video. It was
It
great.
is good.
What you don't see in the video, Cinnamon's on my hand, Sugar's on my shoulder, and Dutch, you know, I have my foot on the pedal, and Dutch is trying to lift
so
my
you have
foot.
3 of your pets surrounding you.
Yeah.
How
How
pure
can you
love.
sew?
They don't want to leave me alone.
Yeah. She's like Snow White. She's got the birds all
Yeah.
around her.
Well, that
and-
means you're
Yeah.
love. That's awesome.
yeah, it's very cool.
And it makes me, I don't like to eat mammals. I don't eat steak or pigs because they're precious creatures like us. That's how I feel.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah. I feel bad for them because when you see them in the field, I'm not going to kill that thing and eat it. But birds I can eat because they come off to me as very dim-witted and dumb.
Oh.
And that
Look how
proves
smart Cinnamon was, though.
He's repeating no, that proves my point. I'm not going to feel guilty about eating birds.
I think he was very smart.
You're not going to see a cow look at a sewing machine and go.
That's just because they can't.
Because he's not smart enough
Right,
to do
he's not
that.
smart enough to do it.
Okay.
Exactly. Well, we are turning now to Talkback and a call about Joe and the Easter Bunny.
I'm calling about this morning the nice blow-up Easter Bunny decoration that somebody donated to the station. And now we have Mr. Joe putting a tattoo on its arm, talking about putting a bandana on it and all. Why can't he just leave nice decorations alone?
This is why we can't have nice things at the
I
news
didn't
station.
even notice you did that. That's funny.
Sure it is. She has no sense of humor.
He wanted to give the Easter Bunny an edge. He thought the bunny was just too happy, too cartoonish.
And she must have something against tattoos and bandanas because they're nice people too that have them.
Yes, I know some of my best friends have tattoos and bandanas.
He's living on the
She may
edge.
need counseling, that woman who called, because it's her, not me.
All right.
Well, other callers have a question about Wham Cam.
Hey, how you doing? This is Rocky Balboa. I was watching Whamcam the other day, and Snedeker was saying we got 8 billion trees in Pennsylvania. That's as many as how many people there are on this planet. I'm like, wow, that's incredible. But what I really want to know is, who's out there counting all those trees? How do you get to 8 billion? That's a lot of counting to do. That's a lot of trees.
Thank you for the call, Rocky. I know you're very busy.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. He's very busy, yeah.
I don't know how they did that, but I'm sure you can take an app. You know, if you know how many trees are in a certain quadrant of a picture, then you can just get those quadrants and multiply by that number that you did count.
I think that's what Jose was doing.
I thought Jose was the one who counted them.
He was like 81.
Yeah.
83.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an estimate. It's not exactly 8 billion, but they do sampling of sections, and then just you see a forest, you know how many are in each section.
But it is cool that Rocky Balboa is calling our news station.
We appreciate that. His new show on, what is it, Homebox, Netflix or something?
I don't know.
Texas? Oil Man something. He's got, very busy.
He's got a new show?
He's busy.
Very busy.
All right.
Time for us.
Well, also, we're talking about conspiracy theories. Do you buy into them? Do you brush them off?
When one surfaces that's too wild to ignore, we're digging in, and that's this week's Talkback Feedback.
Welcome to Talkback Feedback. You know, nobody loves a good conspiracy like us here in Talkback Town, and our first caller from West Pittston has a real doozy.
About the data centers in Archibald, I don't even know why it's being still considered, seeing the people don't want it there, and they keep saying they don't want it there. There's probably a lot of illegal things going on, like underhand deals being had.
Yes, West Pittston, underhanded deals indeed. When you think about it, there are a lot of unexplained mysteries all around us, don't you think? Case in point, the unnamed meteorologist.
And I'd like to say that I want to tell them that I love the new boy that's on, wait till I find his name. What's his name?
No, Scranton, maybe we don't want you to know his name. Maybe powerful forces are at work keeping that from you. And that's not the only strange thing that's going on around here. No, not by a long shot.
Yeah, I'm just curious about the color of the jackets. I don't see blue in your logo. Why do you guys have blue jackets? You got yellow, red, and black. They're nice, but like, where's the blue in your logo? It's yellow, black, and red.
Yeah, where is it, Jim Thorpe? Those powerful forces, you see, they don't have to explain to you. Who's going to make them, Jim Thorpe? Who has the courage? Who's brave enough to tell that lady from Scranton what the weatherman's name is? Nobody. That's who.
What's his name? What is his name? Anthony Bordenero. I like him very much. I think a lot of people do.
That wasn't supposed to happen. You too can call Talkback at 1-800-228-WNEP, and maybe next week we'll give you a little feedback.
That was one of my favorite calls this week.
Me too.
Because you can hear her husband in the background, Anthony Bordenero. And she's like, what?
Bordenero.
It was cute.
That's amazing.
Very sweet.